actually show some life and spirit.
I appreciate it, guys. I don't know. I'll just stick to Will Smith.
Okay, fair enough. We tried to sell you.
Maybe you should have taken the Willie Dills name. Maybe you should have played it up instead of being less entertaining than those old Sliwa night shows. No offense, Slee, I love you. So maybe it was a little Sedano and Kap jungle karma coming after the Dodgers. Meanwhile, my second point. Last week was a little tongue-in-cheek that Scott Kaplan was a rat, a chivato. But then over the weekend, it was obvious that yes, Cappy is a Padres fan and didn't want to show his colors. You gotta show your colors, yo, especially to the Sedano and Kap Circle of Trust on Twitter. Now, personally, I found joy in this whole thing, but I know the COT is not happy. Cappy will defend himself and probably say, oh no, you guys don't understand. And then never tell us what we don't understand. Let's get to the fun for Afternoon Drive Radio, shall we? Sedano and Kap, your Monday afternoon right now.
Come on. Chris nailed it. Now you're wearing a Chargers Hater Club shirt today.
That's right. It's for sale.
At your merch store, yes, we know.
15% off?
No, today is
No
full
discount?
price. Today is full price.
Well, you should give the community a 50% off after your transgressions over the weekend.
What transgressions
More
are we speaking of?
transgressions from you. You're getting a little. They were.
Tell me.
They were not. They were. It was. I think they were enjoying your home plate tickets at first, and then they saw the wardrobe change. When you switched to the Padres zip up, quarter zip up, and the Padres hat, and you ditched the sided and the Hey King.
Yep.
Because up to that point, if you were following the Circle of Trust community, the Sedano and Kap Circle of Trust community, and you can as well by going to Twitter and then looking for the community section and then typing in Sedano and Kap, and you'll find it there. Many, many people have joined. Many.
Millions.
I don't know about that, but
Hundreds of thousands?
Not even that.
Billions.
Maybe like 1,000.
Oh.
But nonetheless,
Okay.
they were with you. They were in on the joke.
Okay.
I mean, I literally caught a video of you where you were sitting behind home plate. There is a netting there in front of you.
Yep.
And a foul ball came back, and you flinched.
Yeah, well, I mean, it almost hit me.
No, it didn't. There's a net.
Yeah, I know, but when it's coming like that, if you've ever sat in those seats,
I have. There's a net.
I understand, but people still react that way.
No one reacted that way other than you in the video.
No, it's true. It was coming right at me.
No one but you flinched.
Well,
everyone else is so used to sitting there because they're big ballers.
Well, those are my seats, but the only problem is that we don't get off the air till 7, so I missed the entire summer of going to those games and sitting in those seats.
So those are your season tickets?
No, I wouldn't say that, but those are my seats.
Okay.
That's his Hey King seats.
Okay, right. That's what I was going to say. So anyway, when the wardrobe change happened,
Tell me.
that's when all of a sudden I feel like people were like, wait a second. I smell something fishy.
All right.
Then why the wardrobe change? It's like a wrestler. It was like when Hulk Hogan went from being the Hulkamaniac to being part of the NWO. Like, that's exactly what it felt like.
Did he go from like Hulk Hogan to Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
Correct.
Yeah.
Except you did the reverse.
And then he came out like...
You went from LA Cap to SD Cap.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got to tell you guys, it's a tough spot to be in, you know? So I go downtown on Saturday night. This is downtown San Diego.
Yeah.
By the way, want to say to all the 710 listeners, to all the Dodger fans that found out where I was going to be hanging out on Saturday afternoon, I'm glad you guys stopped by. You'd be shocked how many 710 listeners were downtown San Diego and wanted to come by and hang out and have a drink. So I was glad to be with you guys. So for me, going into the front row on Friday night, I'm watching the game and I'm going, you know, man, there's all my pals back there behind home plate. Guys I've been going to games with for years. And I'm not there. But you know what I'm going to do? Tomorrow night, I'm going to make my presence felt. Now, by the way, if this is a Philadelphia versus San Diego game, New York Mets versus San Diego, honestly, I don't really care. But the fact is, Dodgers, Padres. And I know all the Dodger fans, all the 710 listeners are going to be watching. So I show up in the two most famous articles of clothing I have. The sided hat.
And the Hey King.
And the Hey King t-shirt.
Yeah.
Now, when you see me show up in the sided hat and the Hey King t-shirt, George, what are you thinking?
I'm like, it's Cappy doing Cappy. Kind of like Manny doing Manny.
Okay?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There I am.
Yeah.
Sided hat.
Right.
I mean, that's just a clear
Hey,
message. Hey,
you,
King.
You are there. Just I'm selling merch. Come get me, bro.
Yeah. Right.
Wait,
I mean,
wasn't this shirt like a little bit of a troll move on your part, Cappy?
100%.
That's
But
what I
but it
thought.
was intended to be that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole intention was, again, remember, if this is Padres Phillies, nobody from LA is watching this game. But it's Padres Dodgers and it's Saturday night and it's an elimination game, so everybody's going to be watching. So now I'm like, okay, screw this. I'm going A, front row. I'm going best seat in the house. I'm rocking my 2 most famous articles of clothing, and I'm doing it.
And then you made a wardrobe change.
And here's what happened.
Wait, those are your 2 most famous articles of clothing?
Yeah, Hey King.
Okay.
And sided hat.
I thought you might have something else, like the romper or...
No, the romper's famous, but it's like a gold, it's like a bronze medal.
Okay.
Now this T-shirt that I'm wearing today that everybody's watching on YouTube is the Charger Hater Club in honor of tonight's Monday Night Football.
Can
game.
you get to the point on the
wardrobe change?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
wardrobe
Thank you.
change, important.
Yeah.
So Rachel is sitting not right with me.
No, she showed up in the 9th inning.
She's sitting down below in like the club area where
Right.
there's food and the
Right.
games are on TVs
Yeah.
and there's drinks and so
Yeah.
on and so forth.
Right.
So in between innings, I get up and I go to see her just to make sure, hey, you doing okay? You happy here? You comfortable? Everything cool?
Yeah.
She's mad at me.
Why is she mad at you?
She's giving me a hard time. She's like literally giving me the silent treatment. And I'm like, hey, did I do something wrong? Because the seats that I gave to you and your kids, did they suck that bad? You're mad at me? Like, what's going on? She goes, no, I'm not mad at you for that. She goes, but you know what? You're sitting front row at the Padres Dodgers on Saturday night, and you're wearing a Hey King T-shirt and a sided hat, and you're not saying anything about the Padres or San Diego.
So let me. So you're literally going to put this on Rachel? is what
No,
you're saying?
no. I can keep going with the story.
Could-
Because the point she's making is,
Yeah.
she's like, dude, how could you not be rocking some gear? And I'm like, I don't have any gear. I don't have any. And I can't.
Mentiroso. I'm going to stop you right there.
What's
Lies.
wrong?
Lies. You know Rachel don't got no mic, so that's why you're putting it on her?
No, you can call her anytime you want.
I don't believe it.
But here's the thing. A friend of mine called me the night before. He was going to the Thursday night game. He goes, hey, man, you got a hat and something I could wear at the game? I'm like, no, I don't. Now, my son does. My son got a Tatis jersey.
Yeah.
My daughter's got some Padre gear.
How wouldn't it be wearing the Tatis jersey?
No, nor would I. So my girlfriend's all mad at me. She's like, how could you be sitting front row not rocking any gear? So she gave me her hat. She goes, you put this hat on. You get out there. I'm like, okay. Put that quarter zip on, gladly. Sat there in the front row.
Got soaked.
Got completely soaked. And by the way,
And whipped.
the Dodgers were winning 3-0. I go in the back again. I go, hey, are you happy now? I wore the Padres hat. You happy now? She's like, yeah. I'm like, can I have my sided hat back? She's like, yeah. She gave it to me. Went back out.
What is she? Your mother or your girlfriend?
Both.
Seriously.
And my accountant.
Yeah.
And I got on her Calendly to get her to go to the game on Saturday night.
Jeez.
And so then I took my sided hat back and I put it back on and I went back out.
Yeah.
And then you know what happened? Padres erupted in the 7th inning
Right.
for 5 runs.
So now you got to wear it if you go to any more games.
Well, I don't think I'll go unless they make it to the World Series. Then I'll go. But Phillies, Padres. Like to me, Dodgers Padres was an event.
Do you understand why the circle feels betrayed? Though?
Why? Why do they feel betrayed?
They feel like they were in on the joke until you were oohing and eyeing in
Well,
every
what
moment,
did
and
they-
then switched to the gear.
But wait.
That you blamed Rachel for.
But wait,
now.
I have a question. Oh, and by the way, just so you know, it's not just Rachel. My son thinks I'm a hater. My buddies on my podcast think that I'm like the harshest, most ridiculous critic. Guys are cheerleading for the Padres, and I'm still going, I don't know about this, and I don't think they're going to win that. And so my son thinks I'm a hater.
So you're basically saying you're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
No, not really. What did
all
what
right.
did the Dodger fans expect me to do?
Just can't make a decision.
Oh, no decision.
No, they look because we asked you the question, and we're
Yeah.
not going to talk about this much longer because we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. But we asked you the question on before the series started.
Yeah.
So who are you rooting for? And you basically kind of punted on it.
All I said was I have a very complicated relationship,
Right.
love-hate
It's
with the
complicated
Padres.
like Facebook.
And here's the thing.
And most of your life.
And here's the, right. And here's the thing. Padres win. Guess what? Now they've advanced. I want to see what happens next.
Yeah.
If the Dodgers would have advanced, I'd have been like, good, rooting for the Dodgers.
Here's what I will say to you.
Yeah.
Because Sliwa owned it from the get-go.
But I'm not Sliwa. Sliwa's a lifelong,
I get it.
born and bred San Diegan.
But
I
you enjoyed them winning that game.
Yeah, it was great.
Right. And that's what the Dodger fans are like.
Tough
wait.
luck.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. The Padres beat the Dodgers straight
But there
up.
you go. Tough luck is what I wanted to
Straight
hear.
up.
That's
they,
an answer.
They beat the Dodgers straight
Finally.
up. So what are you guys upset with me for?
I'm not upset at you. I
Thank
don't
you. I
care.
appreciate that. Thank you.
I mean, they're the ones that are mad at you.
But what are they mad about?
Because I know you.
What do they want me to do? Go, hey, I'm on in L.A. now, so guess what? I'm a Dodger cheerleader.
No,
Yay.
you don't have to be a Dodger cheerleader. You should have just said
Be
from the beginning.
honest.
You
But
were
I'm
gonna,
not- but
but you were happy that the Padres won.
Of course I was.
So their thing is, you could have just said at the beginning, if the Padres win, I'm going to be happy for them.
Hey, guys, I'm glad the Padres won because I love a great underdog story. And you know what? I watched more Dodger baseball in the last 2 years of my entire life combined.
Yeah.
Because I understand you guys want to talk Dodgers baseball. Okay, do you guys want to hear me talk Padres all day? If you do, you can come listen to my podcast.
Yeah, so, and I'll give you an example. I had a personal example of this in 2020, and Laura will remember this because she was with me at the time. Mason and Ireland asked me during Crosstalk when the Heat and the Lakers were playing, and they said, what was your pick? And I said, on ESPN.com, I picked Lakers in 7 because I like to be right, and I know the Lakers are going to win this series. And my response after that was, but wait, if the Heat somehow find a way to win, you're never going to hear the end of it.
Yeah.
And you know what? The audience and everyone respected that. That's what they want. They just want it on the front end.
Hey, listen, guys. I've been living in San Diego for 20 years. My kids were all born there. They all are hardcore Padre fans. I've explained to you over and over again the love-hate complicated relationship. I'm a critic, not a fan. Just like I'm an observer, not a fan. And as much as everybody wants me to be a fan, Lindsay is a fan of her Guardians. She lives and dies and breathes with it every pitch. I don't feel that way. But when an underdog from a city that is so downtrodden when it comes to sports pulls off the most massive upset in the history of their organization, guess what? I'm very proud for the city of San Diego because I wanted them to have that experience.
All right. Well, we'll let the people decide.
They can decide all they want, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Just like I always say to everybody else, you do you. Guess what? I do me. I do me.
Wishy-washy.
Tim in OC wants to know, how tall is this bus that you're using to throw all your family under it?
What? Why am I throwing people under a bus?
It's true.
I'm telling you that don't you guys see that the Dodger fans are pissed at me? But the funny,
this one's good
but the,
too.
wait,
Hold
but
on,
hold on,
hold
wait,
on.
but the
Look,
funny
look,
part
hold on,
is
look at this
the
GIF.
Padre fans
Look
are
at
pissed
that,
at me.
Look at that GIF. Rachel, watch out. And it's a little kid being run
The
over by
Dodger fans are pissed?
a toy John Deere.
The Dodger fans are pissed because they feel like, oh, you didn't tell us you're a Padres fan. And the Padres fans are pissed because they're like, you're not wearing gear and
Why
you're
we
not
gotta
being
be
Padre
so
enough.
high-pitched?
Well,
I'm differentiating. See what I'm saying? Characters.
That's your problem.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Cappy, they're mad because you kind of hedged. That's all.
You did hedge.
There's
You
no
did.
hedging.
You hedged.
You did.
But you guys all want me to be something I'm not.
No, we're
and
not
it's
telling
so
you to be something you're
irritating.
not.
I'm not that.
No, but we know.
Just be honest. Straight
But what
up.
is the dishonesty?
I got your back, Cappy. But
What is the dishonesty?
I got your back.
I'm not a passionate
Lindsay has
fan.
had your back today.
I mean,
She has.
Laura comes in today, and she's like, I thought you'd be wearing that doo-doo colors. I'm like,
Okay, first of all, I didn't sound like that.
well, that was my interpretation.
Yeah, that don't
You
sound
know?
like that.
You know?
And I just said, I didn't say doo-doo colors. I said the colors.
But I don't wear colors.
But she said doo-doo on Friday.
I
yes,
did, because
yeah.
they are
and you
ugly,
said
and they are
doo-doo on the
doo-doo.
group
Right.
text.
Because they are
So-
doo-doo. I be saying doo-doo. And I'll say other stuff, but I can't because then
I
we'll
do
get fired.
me. That's how I do's it.
Okay. All right. Coming up next, let's actually talk about the Dodgers for a second.
Yeah, maybe we ought to focus on
And the
the
postmortem.
issues. Yeah.
Yeah, the issues. Oh, we're not done with you, though. We'll get back to you
Oh,
later.
I'm happy to take it all day long.
Because people, well, you're going to be taking it, that's for sure. What
Bring it.
exactly you'll be taking, we'll find out.
Yeah, bring it.
Yeah. All right. But first, I got to tell you about